It's Wulf, and it's a first 15, kind of. This is gonna go in the first 15 playlist, but it's not exactly a first 15. So I'm right now, currently, as I'm recording this, in the midst of recording my favorite video game console video. And while I had everything set up, I figured that, I should make another video that has kind of been on my mind. So, like, everything's a mess right now. I'm literally in, like, the midst of it. Like, I even have my, that controller 7, that's my PS Move controller, because I just was recording some of that part of it. But the favorite console video should have come out by now, so, because I just mentioned it, so it should already be out. So spoiler if that's not out already, PS3 is my favorite console. Anyway, something that I remembered while I was working on that video, because I was looking in the PlayStation Store a few times, is that Shakedown Hawaii is on PlayStation 3. So this is actually, I think, technically the last PS3 game ever released. This is the game that's kind of but not exactly a sequel to Retro City Rampage. So I already have done a first 15 on this video, but I thought it was interesting because this is technically the only game that has been sent to me on PS3. So in reality, a really long time ago, Shakedown Hawaii was actually the very first game I ever got sent a key for this channel. A really long time ago, VBlank sent me a PS4 key for the game, but when you get it on any console, you get entitled to all of the other versions of the game within that console family. So, since I got the PS4 version of the game through that key, I also got the PS3 and PS Vita versions of that game, which means that it's the only PS3 game that I've ever been sent to do a first 15 on. So again, I've already done a first 15 of this game, but I just thought it would be kind of interesting to do another one. I also just realized that I don't usually do live commentary for first 15s anymore, and I am. Anyway, though, so yeah, let's play Shakedown Hawaii for 15 minutes. I did the original first 15 on this video, or on this game, like a really long time ago. Like, goodness, it was probably at least like 2 years ago or so. Yeah, it must have been at least like 2 years ago. I did it when I was like living in the place I used to live before where I live currently. I've mentioned before a few times that I moved a couple years ago, and I recorded this before that move. So, yeah. 2019 was when this game came out. That might be when I did the original first 15 on this game. That seems right. Yeah, and I remember when I played through it that time, I said that I thought it was a really fun game. I just never really got around to playing any more of it. I'm interested to see how it plays on PS3. I think it'll play fine on PS3. But yeah, let's go ahead and, I wonder if, I'm not even connected to the PlayStation Network. Okay. I'll go ahead and do a new game. I know that I've pretty much already done this before, multiple years ago, but yeah. The thing is with some of these types of games that have like the graphics like this and stuff, there's really not that big of a difference between PS3 and PS4 versions and stuff. But yeah, trying to think. This game was also released on Wii and some other consoles. VBlank released this game like everywhere possible pretty much. I think this was like the last game to get a physical release on Wii and like Wii U and stuff. But anyway, after decades of decline, Feeble Multinational is now on the verge of bankruptcy. Its CEO, most known for his 1982 bestseller, My Company Runs Itself, I'm at the Beach, couldn't be reached for comment. Well, Carol, it looks to me like this company and it ran itself into the ground. Uh-oh. Now, if I remember right, I want manual. This game was a sequel to Retro City Rampage, but then, like, it ended up not actually being a sequel to Retro City Rampage. I think it was supposed to originally be, that the CEO character, there's like 3 characters in this game, in that the guy that I'm playing as right now was originally supposed to be the character from Retro City Rampage, but I think that they ended up, like, retconning that, and so it's actually a separate game. But again, I haven't really played that much of it. I know all those years ago I talked about playing it more when I got time, but I just never really did quite get around to playing it anymore. So, yeah. What happened, Ron? Well, sir, while you were gone, online shopping killed our retail stores, then Cruiser crushed our taxi business, then streaming obliterated our video stores. I've heard enough, I'll take care of it. Hand me the full report. You really think you can get people renting videos again? Oh, I wish. Streaming's just a fad, Ron. Kind of funny how appropriate that is because, oh, wants me to save. Yeah, I guess I'll make a new save data. I don't know if I'll come back to playing it on PS3 or not, but might as well. What was I gonna say? Something about this game, I don't remember. I need some cash, fast. Can you set anything up? I could try. My company, for instance. But book signings won't bring in enough to fend off your bankruptcy. Well then, what about getting me onto some game show, one with the big cash prize? I should be able to read this text fine, but for some reason the pixelatedness is screwing up my brain when I'm trying to read it. I'm your book agent, not a casting agency. You got my book onto those talk shows, didn't you? Alright, get yourself to the TV studio, I'll make some calls. If I remember right, is this level gonna be like Smash TV? I think it might be. Although I haven't finished Shakedown Hawaii ever, I did finish Retro City Rampage a really long time ago, and I had a lot of fun with that game. Yeah, I like also how this game's kind of got a little bit of a middle ground time frame. It's there's a lot of modern stuff going on it with the streaming, taking down the video service and the cruiser app and stuff, but then also a bunch of the characters still look like they're kind of out of the 90s, and the one dude, Ron just handed the CEO here a floppy disk with the charts and stuff on it. Oh, you made it. Ready for your audition? I've been waiting years for this moment. Yeah, it's supposed to be like Smash TV. It says press square to attack, but you can also use the right stick. At least that's what I'm using. Alright, shoot, lock on to a target. There we go. Yeah, like I said, you can lock on, but you can also use the right stick to strafe and aim. Nicely done. You got it. So what's that shooting behind us? Oh, they're filming a sitcom. A sitcom? It looks like a TV commercial. Well, we use product placement to add realism. Realism, that's the reason, huh? Yeah. Anyway, you've got gusto, Grandpa. Definitely expect a call back very soon. Right, I'm getting a call. And they're using the big phones, too. The bigger cell phones. Did you review the reports yet? Don't worry, Ron. I'll have a look as soon as I get home. I remember all those years ago, 3, when I recorded the first 15 for this on the PS4 version. I ran into so many issues when I was recording that video. It took me 3 or 4 takes. I remember saying that in the video too. Because I recorded one and then the sound was screwed up, and then I recorded another one and my voice didn't come through, and it was all that. So, but then I finally got it recorded on I think the 3rd try. Nature versus nurture. Cannot open file. Reports.wpd. What's this? You know, that's not necessarily accurate though. I've Word in Excel and stuff like that usually you can usually use old files on newer versions of that. I have a Windows 95 computer. I never really do anything with it because I pretty much need to factory reset it, but I don't have any of the disks for that or anything on there, so I've never really used it that much. But I have one time, just to play around with it, I typed up a thing in WordPad on Windows 95, and then it opened up fine in Windows 10 WordPad. So, and actually it worked the other way too. I made something in WordPad or Notepad on Windows 10 or Windows 8, and it worked on Windows 95, which is kind of amazing. Word processor 24/7. Pick the best package. Oh god, the monthly fees. What happened to the buy button? It's funny because this game came out in 2019 and it's more accurate than ever 3 years later. It just continues going that way with the where did the buy button go? Meanwhile, Probably gonna play as another character right now. Because like I said, there's 3 separate characters that you play as in this game, if I remember right. Sorry, bro, it says your card was declined. What do you need? You're wasting my daytime minutes. Need money for new shoes, Pops. You need to stop asking me for money, Scooter. You're 32 years old. Like I said, I'm like 3 years older than the first time I recorded this video, and it's still another thing that becomes more and more relatable every day. Stop calling me that. My name is DJ Jockitch and I have a job. You haven't booked a gig in 10 years, Scooter. Go out and get a real job. I need those shoes now. Oh, is he gonna like rob people? Yeah, I think I remember this from the first time too. Those people look like they've got some loose change. Oh, did he go through the fence? Huh. I didn't realize you can jump on people. Alright, there we go. Go buy the shoes. Any of them? Which color? Go for a nice... You know, I like that green up in the corner. There we go. Oh god, a selfie stick. Yo, bruh. If you're low on cash, you could always apply for some shoe hoarder's credit card. For a shoe hoarder's credit card. No credit check, everyone's pre-approved. Customize the rest of your outfit at clothing shops around the city. Alright. Okay, we do have a place to go. Mission. I think I'm getting further along this time when I'm recording the video than I did a couple of years ago. Probably because I'm not running into a bunch of issues this time. Mail order markdowns. Son, come take a look at these reports. This online shopping is worse than I could have even imagined. Free shipping? Same day delivery? Like, yeah. If we don't stop these meddling delivery trucks, my stores will be toast. You like the free rent you're getting here, son? Then you better lend me a hand. I'll go pick up some equipment. Go to the gun shop. Yeah, this... I think I only got past the previous mission when I played this before. I don't think I got to this mission. Maybe I did. Actually, no, I might have. As I said, it was like 3 years ago when I recorded that other video. Oh, it was in that plaza. I totally went right by it. There we go. Need some letter openers. Alright, time to destroy some delivery trucks. Feels like the game auto locks a little bit, even when you're doing the right analog stick control. I know that this game is kind of a parody of a lot of different games, but it's obviously inspired largely by like the original Grand Theft Auto games, like Grand Theft Auto 1 and 2. I wonder if the three character thing in Grand Theft Auto 5 inspired the three character thing in this game at all. I'm kind of surprised that like after Grand Theft Auto 5 came out that there wasn't like a ton of games copying that mechanic, because Grand Theft Auto is one of those series that a lot of other games, like after Grand Theft Auto games innovate in some way, a lot of other games will copy that. And I'm just surprised that, yeah, didn't really see a lot of games start doing the multiple protagonist thing afterwards, even though that was like a big thing for GTA 5. Masked assailants vandalized at least half a dozen postal delivery trucks tonight, leading to an island-wide service disruption. Police have yet to determine a potential motive. In other news, local retailers are reporting a sudden jump in sales. Delivery truck a day to keep online shopping at bay. Alright, there's like 2 minutes left for this first 15, so might start the next mission. Don't know if I'll finish it, although the missions are pretty quick, so we'll just have to see what it is. Booting console. Oh, God, loading advertisements thing. Okay, you know, I know that was a joke for a long time, like the advertisements are going to pop up on your own devices thing, but no joke, I actually have started getting advertisements on my laptop for laptop stuff. I've mentioned, like, a ton of times throughout the years that I've had a Dell laptop pretty much the whole time I've run this channel. It's a great laptop. But just within the past few months, all of a sudden, when I boot it up, I've started getting these ads in the corner now that are like, they'll be like, you should check your trade-in eligibility for your laptop so you can get a new laptop. It's like, dude, you know? So, you got any batteries, Pops? My controller's dead again. It's not rechargeable? Nah, they're giving us choice. Giving you choice to buy them separately. Is that how they're spinning it? Psh. Well, you can buy all the batteries you want once you get a job. Or I'll go to the arcade then. That virtual reality place, there's big money in that, huh? Show me what the buzz is about. Actually, speaking of batteries, that's another thing that this first 15 is reminding me of. My mouse, my computer mouse, for the first time ever, is giving me like a red light, which I think means it's going to need its battery replaced pretty soon, but I think it just takes like one AA, so it's not really a big deal. I gotta say though, overall, in terms of the actual game and gameplay elements and stuff, it runs well on PS3. I mean, you wouldn't be able to tell that this game is like the last PS3 game or anything. And again, I mean, it being a 2D game like this, it's not that surprising. Because I mean, it's obviously not the most hardware intensive thing. But it is pretty cool to see that it got ported backwards like this. I think, if I remember right, V-Blank did some other experiments with stuff like this before, where he made, I think it's just one dude, for Retro City Rampage, made like a DOS version of it or something like that, that actually fit onto a floppy disk, which is pretty cool. So, I know this is kind of like in the middle of a mission, but I am going to go ahead and end the video there, because that's been about 15-ish minutes. So this might have actually been, you know, I keep saying I think I got further in this version of the first 15, but I think this is actually like exactly as far as I got last time. But anyway, so that is Retro City Rampage on PS3, however many years later. Like I said, this is technically the only PS3 game I've ever been sent, because of the whole thing where I actually got sent a PS4 code, but it entitles you to all the versions of the game within a family like of consoles. Yeah, it's been fun to revisit it and to revisit a game that I talked about like a really long time ago. Thanks again for V-Blank from, you know, like 2019 or 2020, whenever it was, for sending me this key. It's been fun to check the game out again. Very curious to see what V-Blank comes out with next, because I don't know, I haven't heard anything out of them in like a long time, so have to see. Thank you guys for watching the video, and I'll see you in other stuff in the future, and bye-bye.